It's a Yamaha EF600 suitcase generator. When I bought it inexpensively, it would not start. I put gas in it. I primed the combustion chamber. I changed the spark plug to a new spark plug. And it still wouldn't start, so I disassembled it. As you can see, not that difficult to do. The big trick to this is when you take off this plate here very easily. Then on the other side, you've got to drop a couple of screws, and then as you work this off, you have to kind of be careful because it's got a very complicated system of hoses for the gasoline. And last but not least, over on this side here, underneath, you can't really see, is a multi-plug that comes from this front panel over here. And what had happened in my case, I took it apart, I cleaned it, but I realized that that multi-plug had been, somebody had taken it apart before, and they hadn't fully seated the multi-plug. It more or less came apart in my hand. The minute I put that multi-plug back together, I was pretty sure it would start right up, and it did. So if you buy one of these and someone has spent time working on it, it's quite possible that they became frustrated with the engineering. Is fabulous, really, really nice. The way it goes together. This is a Makuni carb. It's just beautifully engineered piece of equipment, but it's tight. It's like a race car here. So you've got to put it back together correctly, and you have to be patient and take your time. And in the process of doing that, if you don't get that plug in correctly, it's associated with the kill switch on the front. So with that plug out, this thing won't start ever. So that was my experience. Good luck with your Yamaha EF600 suitcase generators. Generates about 600 watts, they say, probably a little less, but it's for my camper, which is a 78 conversion van. And all I really need is something that I can run for maybe an hour a day to replenish the 2 RV batteries I have in back. And this is perfect for that. This is my old generator here. It's a very nice generator, Coleman 1800 EX Pulse Subaru motor, 4-stroke. And it generates a lot more power than this suitcase generator. But it's noisy, but more importantly, it's a generator that weighs considerably more than this little suitcase. And I just don't want to lug this thing around. I like it, but I don't want to lug it around. Sure, it's got more power, but I don't need more power. The suitcase generator, on the other hand, it's kind of like a heavy boombox. So here's to suitcase generators.